T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Francis Grimm.
Don't recall me that. The name is Chainsaw.
As in Black and Decker?
As in Texas Massacre.
Oh, yeah, that's in here.
What are eggs?
I'll surprise you.
How do you spell cat?
I don't know.
Honey, what's wrong?
I don't know what's wrong. Everything's blank. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you
very, very much.
What is this? It's a lie.
We did this for you, Anna Maria. How'd you like it?
It's disgusting. Ugh. I love it. Wow. What is that?
Oh, it's foam latex. Keep it.
Ugh. You guys.
Alan Ekian?
Present. Sir.
4 brothers, 2 sisters, all straight A students. What are you doing here?
I assume there was some sort of a baby mix-up at the hospital. Look, we want Shoop back.
Why would Shoop want to come back? So Kelvin can fire him?
He might surprise you. We did today. Do we have a deal?
Larry! Mr. Shoop! What are you doing here? What am I doing here? You do this every night?
Well, we have Mondays off. Listen, man, you can't tell anybody, okay? I think I'm 21.
You were fabulous. This is from both of us.
I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, but about school, Larry. I mean, I think if you could sneak in a couple hours sleep, you could catch up with the rest of the class.
Just shoot, man. Think about what you're saying. I mean, if you could be 17 again, only you knew then what you know now.
Yeah.
Well, I know.
I hate that kid. Denise Green.
What's that file say about me? Whatever it says, it's a lie. You want to know something about me? Ask me. I'm right here. What you want to know?
Where are my card keys?
How would I know? Sneak in. This party's getting weak. Do something wild. Take all your clothes off.
Why, you want everyone to go home?
You're almost fun tonight.
What's it like being pregnant?
Bizarre.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
My body is out of control. And it's big and ugly.
I think you look great.
Sure in the dark.
Kevin,
Yeah.
from a 48 to a 75.
Yeah! I'm back on the team! Yeah! Carol!
That's us.
What is up, my friend? Rob Fury here. There we go. Rob Fury here with Streamily. And ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome you to the cast of Summer School. So we are going to go. I need to come down here. We're going to go in a semicircle, and you're going to introduce who you are, your character, and one of the favorite quotes or things that you loved about your character. Let's start off with Fabiana.
Hi, ciao. So yes, my character in Summer School was Anna Maria Mazzarelli. And let's see.
Right?
I'm sorry?
It sounded delicious.
Speaking of delicious, one of the favorite lines was when Dave and Chainsaw are following me in the hallway and they are talking about we love Italian, we love Italy, we love Chef Boyardee, which I had to research when, when I read that line. I didn't know what. So my favorite line is, "Oh my God, I hate that. It's so mushy." Whatever the line was. But anyway, I love that little moment because I remember having to research Chef Boyardee.
What's this Chef Boyardee?
I couldn't believe it. This is indeed something that exists.
He has no Michelin
For all
stars.
Italians, what is
Okay,
Chef
fuck
Boyardee? It's spaghetti in a can. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Next up.
No,
since
but
you're-
Fabiana is on a TV series on Netflix. She's on a new series with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Look at her. I
Yes.
mean, you can watch that, definitely.
It
I
will be dropping in 2023. It's inspired by True Lies.
Oh.
And I'm playing his ex-wife, and it's for Netflix. It's
exciting,
it's
huh?
a big deal.
That's great.
It's called Fubar. And oh, you guys know what that is? I had to research that.
We know that pretty well.
Chef Bar.
Chef
can.
Boyardee, yes. And it's like a dream come true that this character that I'm playing in Fubar. So thank you.
Good
Thank
for
you.
you, dog.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, hi there. What am I looking at? This one?
Oh, yeah, you're looking at the owl.
Ken Oland played Larry Kazamayas. Kizamayas was actually the way it was supposed to be pronounced. And what was the question? So my favorite line during the movie was, if you knew then what I know now, which is the best line to have, is particularly talking to someone with an ego as big as Mark Harmon. Listen, Mark. Now, it was really, really wonderful to be on that show, particularly with everybody here, because you can see the fun we're having now. It hasn't changed in all these years. It's been the same. And it was really the same on the set, too. Harmon was wonderful. Called everybody up, and when the movie came out, every one of us individually, and said, your movie's coming out, break a leg. And that is such class.
Today, asked me to get him a coffee, but
that's right. Well, he was more focused on my backside here and oiled up. Anyway, so what I do now is I take people on motorcycles across the country from all over the world. They come and ride Harley Davidsons on this side of the pond, and we do about 15 to 16 days of bucket list kind of things. Really amazing stuff. Large groups, about 30 people and 15 to 17 motorcycles. It's been really, really fun. And that's what my life. I have 5 kids now. So they're all in summer school. No, they're not kids anymore. They're wonderful, wonderful people. Doing so much. You can check them out. Just type in my last name and I'm sure they'll pop up. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for showing up.
Hey guys, Patrick Laboratory. I played Kevin Winchester, the football player, and I think my line was, "I'm in summer school because I'm stupid." Which I thought was hysterical. Yeah, and I think they say they changed it to dumb because I'm dumb. But yeah, that was it. That was that's my favorite, and this is a true joy to be with you guys. It's really fun to see you guys, especially we haven't seen you. I haven't seen you.
I know.
In forever.
I can't talk to you, Ryan, right now. I know you're calling.
So I am Kelly Jo Minter, and okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my phone. So
You can go back.
My
You can
phone
go
too.
down.
I was looking at my
I'm
phone.
Kelly
as well.
Jo Minter. I played Denise, and one of the lines is, "Guess what? I don't even remember it. I'm not dyslexic, but I don't remember the lines. I mean, hey, I'm here right now."
Let's live in the moment.
What was it?
That whole thing is jammed with it.
Okay. So,
that's the
did
one.
you guys hear? You say it with me, guys.
That whole thing is jammed with ignorance.
Yo, I
That's
am
my
just
favorite.
so happy to be here to meet my castmates. You know what? It's amazing that this is 35 years ago, and that people still know this film. Comes out every year. There's not a week that goes by that somebody doesn't come up to me and says, "Oh my God, that movie got me through this." I know it might seem corny, but they say that film got them through this. It's a funny film. It's the nostalgia. It's it's just one of those things. It's summer school, so I am glad to be a part of it and to be with these people here today. How about that?
Yes, and we're happy you're here.
Yeah. Karen,
Very
great
well.
to see you, Ken. Hope you're okay from your Oompa Loompa buddy. From your
Cameron,
Oompa Loompa
I
buddy.
played Chainsaw in the motion picture film play Summer School, and I think an underappreciated line was "Do the dance for me, baby." When we're watching Summers, when we're watching.
When he's dancing with the chainsaw. Yeah.
Which I don't know if that was a loop or I did it there, but I like that one.
Yeah, good deal.
Who are you saying to do the dance?
When we're watching it, at the end, I just telling Leatherface, "Do the dance for me, baby."
Because the Leatherface raises the chainsaw.
Was that ad-libbed or was that actually written? Was that line
No, that was something he
It was
came
an
up with.
ad-lib in,
My favorite line from you was which was written in the script. They wrote the word, but they didn't write the pronunciation.
Oh,
It was the
Tobey
Hubert classic.
That's right.
Tobey Hubert.
Yeah.
That's my
He did
favorite.
not appreciate.
Yeah, is that right? You later said.
I heard. Great fun. It's like,
Probably because everyone's probably started
no,
calling
it's
it
calling
Tobey
Tobey
Hubert.
Hubert. Because that came from Joel Schumacher, who was a director.
We're right, which
Well,
you entitled.
We used to call him Joel Schumacher.
And that
Everybody got a friend.
we got a friend.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Sorry about that.
No, don't worry about that. You see,
Sorry.
Your
the
talent,
clip got so
the clips.
excited that you guys are here that it just dropped. That's
There we
right.
go.
I'm gonna need a better,
Here we go. Here we go.
better place like
So you
Shelley
guys
just
actually
dropped a new
answered.
project.
Yeah.
She's dropping.
There we go.
Not that good at this. So you actually answer the typing while we're doing this.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
No,
Have to be
at least I'm
answered.
not dropping
Okay.
the phone. Kelly, you're.
I know.
This is way too thick, you know?
Okay, hook me up here. Where's the
Right,
type
nickel for the
messages that was coming in?
Oh, you guys have this too.
I just brought
Let me see if I could.
Hey, Rob, when you get a moment, you
I
can.
have a laptop too. I have
Here,
a-
yeah, bring it out.
How do you?
Damn.
So where are we
Let's
getting?
see.
That's how we make
Here's
things
some more
work.
old,
See,
old
welcome
man
to the 21st
forehead.
century.
Hey,
Oh.
la joy.
It's like
That's
a
how we make it
low
work.
budget-
Watch out.
It's like an earthquake movie right here.
So let's make sure that this is right on you. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are back on track now. So
Okay.
I know that everybody is here for the summer school Scotland. So go to streamly.com/summer school, get your prints, because you know you want a piece of this 80s love in your house. Now, I think that me, and I speak for a lot of the audience, that I think that the reason why we resonated so much with this movie is because throughout our, education, we kind of messed up and went to summer school. So let's be real. But so let me ask you guys, have you ever gone to summer school in real life?
No, I went to set school, so
Hell yeah.
I had no education.
Sort of like a
Yeah.
jock, but
Yeah,
acting,
exactly.
instead of sports, it was acting.
I
Yeah.
did summer school.
Did you?
Yeah, do you need to know more detail about that?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, no, I did.
Right?
I had to know. I had to do summer school in Calgary. I grew up in Vancouver, Canada, and I had to go to Calgary to do summer school because I was
Done.
I was too dumb.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
So you
what
went out,
happened?
did you have to do it on horseback?
Yeah, right. That's right. Roping 101. Yeah, no, I did go to summer school. I got kicked out of school.
Well,
Kicked out.
Yeah,
Kicked
I
out.
got kicked out of art center.
Ooh.
They said you should not be here.
and then you
How
just
do you
said,
get kicked
okay, I'm
out
going to
of
go
art
make
school?
movies.
I know
Bye.
that sounds pretty funny. No, it's true because they said I wasn't there. This is really true. This is why follow your passion and listen if you can, because it's amazing. I loved art. I'm pretty good at art. I couldn't stay in the school because my heart wasn't to be sitting down and doing this stuff. And then they said
Your
to
heart
me,
was with stripping.
my heart was stripping. And they said, look, you should, it's a good idea if you maybe take the next summer, year, whatever, the rest of your life off for a while right now and come back and reevaluate. And I did. And that's when I found I was meeting a friend at a restaurant. And that's how I got into acting, was the agent who was at the restaurant noticed me with his wife. And they sent a message to me, and that got me connected to them. And from that point on,
Wow.
it was so fast. So if I'd stayed in Art Center, I probably would never had this chance to be here, be with you guys, or have the life I have.
So the long range plan started.
Stay out of
years
school.
ago.
Yeah, the long range plan basically is listen and follow, because now art's coming back for me. I'm back into it.
Oh, Jesus.
Bless you. What was that in the line we used? In the movie? That was the one?
Well, I definitely went to summer school because I missed too many days of school. So I had to go to make sure I had my credits to graduate.
Question: did you open the book at all, like your character did? Not?
You know what? It was, it's not that I didn't like school. It was just,
School didn't
I
like
was-
you.
This wasn't mutual.
you know what? I was just like an unsupervised kid. And,
There you
you know, we were, how do you get to school? Okay. We didn't have money to catch the bus. You know what I mean? We were just, it wasn't a good situation So it's kind of like, was I smart? Yes. Did I want to be in school? There were just certain subjects that I liked. I always loved art.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're saying, Ken, I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
Look at you now, Kelly.
hey,
Look at you now.
Hey, man.
Right?
Look, hey, man.
Hey, man.
I was a straight A student. I was so good in
Rub it
school.
in.
Yeah, she's like, oh, you guys went to summer school. Sorry, straight A's. Don't understand.
Bobby,
I
honestly,
can't
she's a
compare.
straight A student, but it's not the same thing in Italy as it is in
schools
the
in the
United States. Was it like, hey, she's good.
Hey, how do you graduate? You gotta make good pasta. Okay, you're good. You're
I
good.
knew how to cram it up and to perform well, and I got straight A's, and I finished high school with the highest, and then I didn't go on to college because I started doing theater, and so that grade that would have allowed me to go into universities and get scholarships, I didn't use it. So my classmates, Quinta Chi, Roma, they're still going, how the hell did you do it? I mean, that's still a little bit like, you don't even need this and you got it. So yeah, I was very, very good in school. I liked school, but I liked acting better. So I was a child actor like you.
Okay.
Yes.
And what about you, Dean?
So yeah.
No, never went to summer school. I managed to squeak by all my classes. Did fairly well.
See?
Yeah. I was doing theater.
He was an A+ student. He just turned out to rub it in.
Because you weren't using the app.
He's like, I was valedictorian like 3 times over, but it's all right.
I was teaching summer school.
So, all right. So, with your characters and being a part of, literally, it's a cult classic. It is such a cool cult classic. With your characters, because everybody had a set image, a set like that was, you were like the cool person that couldn't drive. You were just the cool weirdo horror guy. You were the cool jock. You were just the cool dude that, unfortunately, you made out with your aunt. You were the cool foreigner. He was asleep, so he didn't even hear that comment. So, but like,
yeah, sorry, I wasn't even listening. Apparently, they can't hear me either right now. So I said, "This thing you can't hear me. If you guys can hear me, let me know. If not, I need to change a setting, maybe."
Yep, possibly, or just raise the volume on your phone. That could possibly be it. But my question is, in real life, compared to the characters that you played, how much of it was true to life, and how much of it was just strictly an acting role? Like, I have nothing like this character, or yeah, we're like twins.
Oh, for me, it was ridiculous. I played the football player in summer school. I played the football player in Heather's. I had never seen a football game. and the stupid thing is that when I was a kid actor on Little House on the Prairie, Merlin Olsen played my father, who was like this legend, right? Had no idea about football. And then now I'm in summer school with Mark Harmon, who is his legendary quarterback for UCLA. And so I'm in the pads, and we're doing the scene where Harmon's going to teach me how to, like block or tackle a quarterback. And I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Obviously, I'm in good shape, and now I'm in pads, and now I'm feeling kind of invincible. And Harmon, he comes over to him and he goes, "You look good." Thanks, man. We had our helmets on. He goes, "You ready?" I go, "Yeah, I'm ready." And he grabs my face mask and he hits, taps helmets, right? Well, that's what it looks like when you see it outside on the football field.
This explains everything about Patrick from then on.
Taps helmets. My bell was rung for like a week, and I was like,
"Oh, wow, really?"
I thought the helmet was supposed to protect the head, but it hurt so bad. But now I'm across from Harmon, and I can't say that it hurt. I can't act like it's, I'm in pain. I go, yeah. And I turn around and I go, oh God, what have I done? And so we do these things. And then we had the whole situation set up. I end up tackling his stunt guy. But no, I was nothing like Kevin Winchester. I was probably more along the lines of what I was in the relationship with Rhonda, with Shawnee, where just picking the wrong people. I mean, she's a sweetheart, but yeah, you don't pick a pregnant girl to like
Pregnant high school girl.
pregnant high school girl. Hey, what's up?
Hey, how many
Make that
pregnant chicks?
mistake
So there you
Let's
go.
try this now. Okay, tell me the video's still working and the audio was working now. I don't know. Who's
So why
next?
are they telling me the camera is sideways? Why
Because
is
it's
this happening?
Because it's an Instagram.
Instagram doesn't
do.
So
Okay.
how do we think I'm sideways?
Just turn it. You're sideways. Just
I
turn
can't.
your
It's not easy. How do I turn it?
Oh no, Fabiana, you gotta do the whole thing like this.
Yeah, like you did last time. Like you did. That was the problem.
Instagram doesn't do side. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's
Still no audio. I got no audio. I do not know why I have no audio.
Go to
I'm
your
not doing it.
settings.
Uh-huh.
And
activate your
Yeah, okay.
Now
Yes.
we're not sideways. Hello.
All right, so
There you go.
right now, ladies
Oh,
and
that's
gentlemen.
much better.
I think, am I lying?
Well,
People are waving.
yes,
Lots of-
then that means you're not.
Okay, so that's good.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you guys are awesome. So right now, we have been. Sorry, I've been running around, went to go get those markers because you guys, we're going to continue this conversation and we're going to be signing some autographs.
Well, that's
Right.
two things at once.
Yeah, it's a combination.
They're gonna have me do
We
two
are
things at
going
once.
to-
You look so confused right
Signing.
Whoa!
I
You
don't know
asked
if
me
that's
for a
possible.
signing and I have to talk at the same time?
So
Well, with a name like Laboratory, I'm spelling it out in my head every time I write it, and that's not a joke.
That-
Labyrinth.
You could just go P-Lab. There you go. So,
That's
so
awesome.
right here,
Join us.
this is
We
so
need
this,
to know.
this is the
So
print
what
that
are
you're going to
they?
sign today, and that's going to be to
the
Jeremy.
websites.
So when you go on the
Streamily.com
Streamily.com.
yes,
/summer school.
So what do I do? Just I sign it right
Yeah.
here?
no, you
Are you
didn't.
supposed to log into your
I'll give you the print.
What comic
Should I sign on the iPad?
What
Wait.
do I do?
I don't know
I
what
gotcha.
they're now.
All right, come in. Fine.
So the so ladies and gentlemen, the first
Give
print.
Kelly a pen to sign a picture, and she wants to know.
Sign it on the
To
iPad.
sign your iPad. And it's like, I'm laughing because I'm that far away from actually asking the same question.
I don't know.
I'm working?
No special instructions. So just
Let's try it now.
it's
Okay.
to Jeremy, and then you sign that.
Okay.
And then just
The
sign
internet doesn't
So,
want to
ladies and gentlemen,
That's the
the
whole.
first
You don't want to
VIP,
hear from me, you know.
the first VIP signature that we're
Oh, check
doing
it out. Somebody
is by Kelly to Jeremy. We're gonna
There
sign
you
that
go,
off
Kelly,
right
sign
there. Sign in the first VIP
There
order,
we go. No
and
pressure.
you guys can start on your orders as
Yeah.
well if you have a
Okay,
VIP.
so here we go.
Thank you.
There you go, and then
Boy, old man
Dude,
sounds all the way around.
to your shop. And I got you. Yes.
Okay, so
All right, here we go,
Jeremy, look at that.
There you go.
Now with that picture, I gotta ask you.
now.
In that picture, what were you thinking? Because that was the scene where you literally explained everybody's ignorant.
Simultaneously
So,
on camera.
Tell me, like, what were you thinking?
It's
And because the hair looks very 80s esque,
Instagram.
you know, very voluminous,
Uh-huh.
very, you know.
And I still have that here.
Hey there.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yes.
I was just probably exasperated with all the ignorance, like, what the fuck?
So exasperated with all the ignorance. That's great. Oh my God. Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you, Jeremy.
Internet connection.
Hey, I got
Yes.
one from Jeremy as well.
Thank you.
It is.
Yeah, Jeremy's all over the place.
Jeremy's
We need
All
a
right.
good
Okay.
Jeremy came to play.
Wi-Fi, yes.
Jeremy.
Let's see if I got your picture here, Jeremy.
Connected.
Okay, Jeremy, I'm gonna sign for you now, Jeremy.
Are those mine?
These are yours here, but yeah.
Where's my?
I have a bunch here.
Let's see, we want to sign
The ones
on.
on
Love Fabiana since her bodies too. That was even before summer school. Thank you, Jonah. Jonah too.
All right. There we go.
Here's
So I will
There you
save
go.
that. Thank you. We're gonna keep all the same ones right here.
Columbia. Hey, thank you, John.
So while everybody's gonna go
Sorry.
through their,
Correct
yes, see,
password. Mamma mia.
it's
I am
okay.
so sorry.
No, you're fine. So while everybody is going through their fantastically gorgeous high quality prints provided by Streamily.com, by the way, go to Streamily.com/summer school and get your prints. I would like to ask, what inspired you guys to get into acting? What inspired? Oh, that's to me. No, they want to see the movie. No, they don't want to see.
Insecurity and a huge ego. Right? Everyone?
Yeah.
I love it.
Insecurity
I
and a
started
very,
so young
very big ego.
that
But in my case, it was my mother's insecurity of me ego. Not
Oh,
mine.
yeah. Well, I think I don't know if I speak for myself, but acting is the best escape. The feeling you get when you're acting, it's so encompassing. It makes you forget everything else. So if you have any issues or problems, or it's like the ultimate escape.
That's a great answer. It's really honest.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, it is.
Because I need a lot
Fabiana
to
was
escape
saying
from.
the escape of acting. Which,
Yes.
yeah, I can absolutely.
Look at that shot.
And that's what's so addictive. But when you're on
Yeah.
stage, it's not just ego. There must be some ego in all of us, of course, but it's just the pleasure you get so involved in what you're doing, and you trick your body, your mind, your feelings, and you're feeling what the character is feeling, and it really makes you forget about anything else that's going on in your life, for better or worse.
How's
So
my
if you-
teeth?
So
I'm listening to the
How's my
lady here
who?
talking
Oh,
about
sorry.
this beautiful idea.
yeah, so that
Yeah.
for me,
It is. No, I mean, I totally get that.
and you started young, very young.
Yeah,
Yes.
started as a child actor, and that was one of the things that, when you don't really choose to be an actor at 3, you don't
Ooh,
get your
3.
parents together and go, hey guys, come here, listen, I've got this idea. And so you do commercials. My mom had me in commercials and whatnot, and then it just, what Fabiana was talking about, I kind of relate to. It's like you get to pretend to be other people. I got to pretend to be a football player. I got to pretend to be, a Navy guy, and all these different things that you get to pretend to do, which in my real life, I get to pretend to be a person.
Like, those are really cool pretensions. I mean, you get to be a Navy guy is a big stretch away from like what you've been playing before in comedy and stuff like that. It's much the variety. I think it's also really a great gift.
Well, the joke was on me because, you say, oh, I'm an actor, I'm an artist, so I don't have to go in day after day wearing a suit, working for the man. And then I'm on a show for 10 years in a uniform. Working for the band.
That's right.
Oh,
I just found acting for me.
Skirt for acting, says Hill.
Stewart! Did we win?
Did we win?
Did we win?
Oh, hey guys.
So
Sorry.
Acting for me was I never thought I was going to be an actor. I started off as a grip, a PA, and somebody said, go read for this movie. And I read for this movie that Peter Bogdanovich was directing, and I got the part. So it was like that. And I did an episode of Fame, which my friend Ice-T at the time said, Kelly, go down here. And I got that part.
You just
That was a
late drop the name Ice.
Well, he was Ice at the time. What is he now?
Well, you're gonna live forever. That's why.
Well, I mean, he did link me with that.
I always thought it was Ice-It.
It's Ice-T. But anyway,
that makes much more sense.
it was just I fell into it. But I think growing up, I knew how to manipulate.
And
So when they told me how much money I was going to make doing this film, I'm like, oh, I can do that. So
Truth being told
that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I love the camaraderie when you're working on a film, and then if you're working with good actors or if you're working with bad actors, it's kind of like I'm just going to go in on. I'm gonna put my own spin on this part. So it's so wonderful to work with good actors.
Yes.
That makes me better. That
Yes.
makes my thing come out
Always.
more.
And generous actors,
Giving, yeah.
because it's important to have actors that want to share, and sometimes you are with actors that are more interested in just showing them.
You mean bullshit, my line?
Yes.
Yeah, rarely, but it does happen. And then you have actors that are genuinely interested, and I'm like that. It doesn't matter whether I'm going to be more favored or not. The important thing is what happens, and that I've always been generous and always admired.
Chandra.
Yes.
So what do you look for in a script?
Oh, that is a very good question.
I
What do
count
you
my
guys look for?
lines and then I divide it by the money. It's just a mathematical equation, basically. The least I have to say for the most amount of money is basically how I choose my role.
Ah,
Days off.
gotcha. Days,
Days
that's
off.
I dig it. He's like, you know what?
Yeah.
How many days of shooting? 3,
Right.
and I get paid for a month of shooting. we're
No,
good.
seriously, the question was, what do we look for in a script? Okay, I
Do
would
you guys
say
put your
if it's
character
something
name?
that
No.
is what
Yeah,
you look
yeah.
for when you're
You do?
watching a
You
movie.
can.
If you like
If
to.
you're something that
So,
is
oops.
interesting to you, intrigues you,
What
or
happened?
you think that, for me, if I think that
Well,
I can do something special with
I'm
it,
not
or
complete.
if I'm unique for it,
Yeah.
if I
Back to
can do
sales
something
overview.
that I don't think other people can do. or
Can
hope
we
that other people can.
redo the? I have to talk to you, Rob. Kevin asked for me to sign something. A button clicked it and it disappeared. So I need to get that back somehow.
I got you. Give me
You
one
got
minute.
it. Okay, we're gonna get back to that.
I just signed
Okay,
this for
so
Roy.
again, this is, oh,
Says,
this is,
don't ever call me that. The name's Chainsaw.
this is.
Yeah.
Right.
To make sure that we get you the correct photograph.
Like,
So
I have
I
number
know
of
that
the
you got a
somebody
lot
that
of
wants me
other
to sign
people that
something
have
from the
that
other
out
day.
here, so
But I
we'll make
Right
sure
to
that
find
you-
those
Right to
that we have
five,
with the
yeah.
file.
Thank you for ordering it.
You don't mind?
Is this
Don't trust.
So how?
Yeah,
is-
there's a stop.
So
Okay.
Really be good on this one would be a silver pen.
So you
Do we have any silver?
Yeah.
Do you have any silver? Well, put it in the shirt there, Keith. Put it inside the shirt.
Unless was
Well,
it?
maybe
You
that's
can see most of it.
That could have been.
Okay.
All right, cool. Just wanted to make sure. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, out there in the interwebs, don't forget you could go get your print from one of your favorite talent over here at streamily.com/summer school. Because if you don't go, then you get an F.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yep. Thank you.
It's a good time.
So,
So, with talking about tie-ins,
Italians.
Like
Talking
Chef
about
Boyardee.
like yeah, just like Chef Boyardee. How was it when, because I know a lot of times that when you first meet someone, you're just like, oh, I can't stand this person, or oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Like when you first met each other, from the time that you first met each other to the time that you rapped, how was it? Was it just cohesive right off the bat? Did you guys grow with each other? Was it like, oh man, you're just brand new people, let's just test each other out type of thing? Were you guys all like, Dean, you're way too much like Chainsaw, chill out? Like what? I love how kind of like, yep. But
No.
well, so how is it?
I think for me, what happened, and I'm just going to speak for everybody because I know exactly. I think what happens was, first of all, it was a big studio picture. And for all of us, I pretty much remember, it was our first big studio picture.
Yeah.
So for those of us who got to rehearse, we were rehearsing at Paramount, which is a big deal. They had the great big gates. You walk through the gates.
Yes.
You're at freaking Paramount Studios.
Yeah.
And Carl Reiner's your director. So none of us were known quantities to anybody else. So we were just the kids in the class with Carl Reiner. So the first couple of days, I was more, focused on Carl Reiner, the director, making sure that I was doing what needed to get done. And as we started to see each other's work, obviously I appreciated it, what the other actors were doing. So it kind of works like that for me too. It's like, you kind of make your judgments on the other people based on their work first, because that's what you're getting to see most of all. And since everyone was doing this really good work and very funny, it was like, oh, okay, this could be really good. Because you got to remember, you're bringing your part. There's Carl Reiner, but you don't want one of these other guys to mess up the job by being horrible, and none of them were.
Right.
And then when we started shooting, then you started, especially after we started actually shooting, when you film a movie, there's all this stuff where there's lighting, and then you can have time to hang out. You've already memorized your work. You've already got the job. Then you feel a little bit more comfortable. And then we just started, I mean, just, I think, having a great, it probably helped that it was at Knott's Berry Farm, the beach, an empty school, and then it was just
off of Shoup Street.
Yeah, literally off
Yeah.
of a street named
Yeah.
Shoup. And Dean would do these sessions of
Simon Says.
Simon Says that were brutal. They were brutal. I still have scars. Yeah, for me, I think that would be the first way that I would see how we got to know each other, and then I think poor Richard didn't get to join us until
right as we were shooting.
Right. And we all basically hated him, and we threw him in the dumpster.
When
we had read-throughs, right? We saw each other at the
Yeah, we did a read-through.
We did the read-through. We got to
One,
meet.
two.
Yeah.
And I remember,
Yeah.
this is my big memory of the read-through. So at the time on the radio, there were these commercials for Molson Golden, and they were super underplayed.
Right. Yeah.
Super, and it was weird because it was like that wasn't the thing on commercials.
Right, right.
Just people talking. And I was sitting next to Gary at the read-through, and Mark and Kirsty were reading, and they were super underplaying everything. And Gary leans over and goes, Molson Golden.
Harmon ended up breaking his collarbone. Mark,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
he was shooting that commercial just prior to showing up on this for the work for the movie, and he had fallen off. So when he was getting tackled, he had a fractured collarbone.
Oh.
my God.
Yeah, you know that, right?
So they actually used him. I thought that was a stunt double.
Well, he did actually run into him a couple times.
No. I tackled his stunt double, but he actually hit me in the head with his helmet.
But the whole movie, you could see him on the rollerblade. You could see that there's a slight, when he's walking around with shirtless on the rollerblade.
Yes.
Right. You could see that there was a little bit of a change there, right? Yeah.
See, now I have to go back and go slow it just to check that out now.
And the other, here's my fun Mark Harmon story. I think I told this before. When the scene where he comes in and he's dressed up in the suit and he's like, he's going to teach.
Right.
So on his close up, I ad-libbed, "It's the sexiest man alive."
Yeah.
Because he had been the
Yeah.
that year. And it cut and he chased me across.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's hilarious.
Yeah. He's a prankster. Too. Yeah.
That is. I'm just sorry. I'm just listening to these stories. I'm just like,
Yeah, for me, that was because I didn't have much to do really, but sleep and lay there.
that is a great gig.
No,
man.
it was a great gig, no question about it. But I mean, coming in at the time, we were all kind of just, except for Patrick, who'd been working his whole life.
Yeah, it was my first movie.
Yeah, it was our first real, especially to be working with a studio movie, right? And something along the line of Mark Harmon at the time, the sexiest man alive or in the world. And then Kirstie Alley, who she was huge from Star Trek. Right. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty impressive for us. It was a hell of a win. But for me personally, I was, I would just see all these guys with so much to do, and I didn't feel intimidated, but I just felt a little separate because I'm just sleeping a lot. Which is cool.
That was an amazing performance, though. You just slept your butt off.
You don't need to butter me.
I'm just
I know it's great. I'm kidding. No, really, it was interesting to see everyone here really being worked with. Carl was so generous and so cool with everybody, and he would give everyone their time, and they all felt. I could see it from the outside because it didn't take much direction from me, right? But for these guys, they all had so much going on, interacting with each other. And their and then Mark and so the story
and a certain amount of freedom he gave us. I mean, I remember there was one scene where we were running in the cars, and we all had one camera in each. And I remember him saying, "Okay, you're gonna have your camera on you. Do whatever you want." and it's like so much freedom coming from it. And I gotta do something. So I remember thinking, who can I call? Give me some ideas. I don't know. And that didn't just happen.
You were hysterical. You did your makeup, right?
Yeah.
sorry
lipstick.
for that. Because I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? Okay, let me put lipstick. So I'm like,
Yeah.
she's gonna blindly put lipstick.
But
on
you
her.
did that so well, though.
Yeah.
It was like literally along the
I
lip.
thought
Mark.
I'm like, this is moving because I remember him saying, and my character, I didn't have a lot of lines either.
Yeah,
so,
right.
so this is, I gotta come up with something because this car runner saying, you got your camera, do whatever you want. And that doesn't happen a lot.
No.
When a director of that caliber says, any director really, but especially says, do, show me, go
Right.
for it, do whatever you want. Don't worry about being silly. And that's what I remember, other than just the feeling of being always taken care of, feeling comfortable.
Isn't it amazing? Everybody really is their character. And you think, looking back, it's hard to imagine any other actor playing these roles. Just, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, you guys were your characters, and since then, it's because we're still the same now. A lot of us are still, you know what I mean? You're not stupid. I'm saying.
I was just looking at
Was that he? But no, you were you had the heart of gold. You were the guy that would do the right thing, and you stood by people. You were a loyal friend. You were, you were always there. You were like a hero in the movie, in that character. So, and you're like that now. You're there. You're a good friend. You're solid.
I'm like a hero.
I'm like a hero.
For me, doing
It's
that,
like the most amazing man in the world.
doing that driving scene with Gary and Dean and Mark, of course.
That I laugh at that.
Yeah.
You know what? That wasn't even acting.
I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
I didn't have a car. I didn't even have a driver's license. But Dean is his humor. I don't know if that was written or what, but it's just I was feeling. I'm trying to feel this. I'm trying to do it. I'm bouncing off their energy. That's what I'm talking about when you're working with good actors. I don't know how much of that was scripted. I'm just fucking trying to parallel park, okay?
I still look back twice when I'm merging.
And people all up.
I think we're okay.
They talk about that one scene all the time, but it's the energy. These guys, I was like,
Well, my favorite.
it's them.
So I got to know, was it a bit when you ran out of the car with the seatbelt on that the seatbelt was on?
That was something that I was supposed to do.
That was brilliant because when you see it, you think that it's an accident because you don't see it as a bit.
I believe I believe that was.
This is so fun.
It might have been because I don't.
Great idea.
I'm jumping in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so natural. Like you're so excited. You're like, I got it. I was like, oh, that's great. It looked great.
But I think that's what we're talking about. Working with Carl Reiner, working with really, really good actors.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But I will say, and like I said, Mark was just so generous and talking to me, and you know what I mean. It was natural.
Well, it's natural just you guys being here, like just piece by piece, you guys coming in and upstairs, and you're just like, oh, I haven't seen you this long. I haven't seen you this long. And then I walk away for 2 minutes, and you guys are already back into your own like world again. And it's just kind of like you guys were just like on set. I'm like, I just stepped back and just let you guys talk until we were just ready to actually get live. Because it's so good to see like something decades ago, and you guys could just come back like this and just catch up and just click it.
One of the first times we got together again was at that screening that was arranged down
That
in
was
Hollywood.
New Beverly,
Well, the lawsuit.
On Beverly. The what?
There was the lawsuit.
A
Is it
lawsuit?
what? Oh, gosh.
They
Lots of
didn't stick, did they, Pat?
Nope,
they
they
didn't
didn't.
stick.
And you guys-
free as a bird,
Yeah,
baby.
You
Free
guys
as
did
a bird.
a get together in, not all of you though, but in Chicago 10 years ago as well, for some person's birthday. And
No, that was the New Beverly screening.
was that the New Beverly?
Yeah. We had
I thought that was in
Robin
Chicago.
there, and,
Yeah,
and Gary was in the
He came to
audience.
this thing. I was like, yeah.
Oh.
He goes, I said, well, other people might go, and then it turned into like all of us.
Yeah.
showed up, and he loved that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and this time you get to sit on couches, not a stage.
Oh,
Exactly.
with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Then there was the play summer school that was done.
Oh yeah.
What? There was a
Right?
play?
Somebody
Yeah,
did a
uh-huh.
play of it.
No.
Yeah, They made
Yeah,
it.
He's like, I didn't. Where's my royalties?
Kevin,
It wasn't bad.
He's
he
a
was
good.
on
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Right.
Yeah, so they did a stage version of Summer School. It was
fun. It was pretty
Yeah,
good. You know,
it seems
it was cool because you feel honored in many ways that this is a person playing your character in a play written from the movie.
And it
based
wasn't
on
a
the movie.
snarky. It wasn't a snarky.
No, it wasn't critical or negative.
Yes.
Anyway.
Was it like a reenactment? Was it like a continuation?
They did the whole thing. Like someone was the dog. Like it was,
Wonder Mud. Someone was Wonder. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, it was cool.
Which is pretty
Because
cool.
the
at a
guy,
theater.
the guy who did it, I think it's what made him want to become an actor.
Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
he
right.
wanted to be Mark Harmon, and so
Yeah.
he played Mark Harmon.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
So I have to ask because I know that they say in Hollywood you never work with children, with babies or animals. How is it working with Wonder Mud?
Children and
Bo
animals.
was awesome.
Yeah, he was a professional actor. I think Bart had more credits than all of us. Yeah, at the time. So
I can't keep a straight face when you talk.
okay. So my tumors are getting.
Are you guys signing anything?
No, you're supposed to sign when they come in. They purchase right here. Oh, here's one.
Yes.
Okay.
So yes. So right now
So
we
yeah, we're still looking for
currently
Larry's
have,
busted.
we currently
to
have
Mike.
5 minutes left in the stream. If you have something in your queue that you don't have the pictures for, we will get the pictures
All right,
for
okay,
you,
Mike,
so you
this
can
is
print
for
that
you.
out.
Thank you.
So all the VIP orders, if you have any VIP orders, just call it out. Just present it onto the screen.
Right,
If you have a VIP order, Fabiana, I know you had some.
Yes,
I know you
Yeah, I
had
have a
one.
VIP order. I think it's Jeremy. I think our man Jeremy.
Jeremy's
Jeremy,
VIP
which is
again?
awesome. So Jeremy, hello.
So there you
We're gonna
go.
be signing for you as soon as we get that
Yes.
photo for you,
We'll
and I
get
will
that.
spell it out to specifically
This is
you,
for
Jeremy.
Anthony.
Yep.
No two mics
This
for
is
Jeremy.
Anthony.
So okay, I have a question about that picture. Fabiana, can you put that picture back
Oh,
up,
yes.
please? Did you have a lot on your mind when you were taking that picture?
I didn't have a lot on my head. I'm bald, but on my mind always. Yeah, no, I was the first Centauri woman. So, the look had to be the TV.
Yeah,
TV version. It's
Yeah.
a really weird
So,
situation, isn't it?
Mike,
Where we're
thank you.
all three-
So the look had to be designed for the first time with the bald cap, and it was actually very interesting to act without my hair with a bald cap because it gave me some sort of, it made me feel a lot more expressive, like everything except for my ears that I had them glued because they stick out, so I had them glued to the
Ouch.
bald cap.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because I didn't like them sticking out.
Thank you, Mike.
So other than that, I felt very stylized, expressive. I love that character. Very romantic, and the hair, was coming out. Also, it was a lot easier not to have all that hair in the bald cap. So if you do the ponytail, you put it outside the bald cap.
Is that how it works?
Yeah,
Oh.
it was they designed
I
it,
didn't
and then
know.
all the rest of the Centauri women followed the lead that I inspired.
How you get all that hair into a ball cap, right?
Right?
That
Yeah.
is
So
pretty
since
I wonder
the-
if other ladies were like, "Oh, do you really have to like glue my ears to my head?" Because
No.
you-
I glued my ears. Yes. Yeah.
That's because yes.
Yeah.
But so yeah,
See, you look
so
good
right
for
now we're
Eric,
about
it's not
we have
like-
about
Yes.
3 minutes left.
Uh,
3 minutes left in the stream. So while you guys are finishing up your orders, I would like to ask, besides this, what other role, and it doesn't have to be even in TV film, it could be in theater, it could be music. What other project role that you hold near and dear to your heart besides this?
Thanks. That's great. That's
Oh, that's a
great.
good question. You mean like that we've done, or like somebody else's role that you would want?
No, that's a different question. No, that you've done something that you're like, yeah, I could say I really enjoy doing that, and it could be
For me, it would be easy. It would be Heather's. I love when I read the script for Heather's. I was a huge fan, and it was one of the things, probably one of the only things that I fought really, really hard for to be a part of, just because the script was so crazy. And then when we were doing the movie, it was exciting because it felt kind of like, oh, this may come out like the script was written. And it did, and it became something that I'm just really, really proud of. So that would be that. But I mean, hand in hand, both of these films were Summer School and Heather's were, to me, the two big things that I'm really, really proud of. I'm thrilled with the TV work. Absolutely. Love being on Jag, love being on Little House. But as far as like things that were kind of huge parts of my life, Summer School and Heather.
That's cool.
I think for me, it's the movie Patton I wrote and got made.
That's true.
Hollywood Palms. I think it's one of some of the best work I've done, and also just getting a movie made.
You are hysterical. If anyone likes Dean's performance in Summer School, really, honestly, it's on Amazon, right? Hollywood Palms.
Pirated on YouTube. Too.
He is freaking hysterical.
Back of the truck,
and he wrote it. We wrote it together, but he wrote his character, and I wrote my character. But you're amazing in that movie.
Thank you.
Hollywood Palms, it's called.
Hollywood Palms.
Ladies and gentlemen, go check it out. Hollywood Palms.
Oh wow! You know what? All of the movies, they mean something to me at different times. I would have to say, I did a little movie called The Pilot. It's like an after-school special, and I was like a little b-boy. I was a dancer. So many people hit me up about that movie, and it was an after-school special. I would say Mask, because that was like. Was very pivotal for me, and
you carried Eric and Cher.
Yeah.
Job I didn't get.
And of course, Summer School.
Not Eric.
You know, that was. I couldn't believe it. It's like I'm actually working. This is a job. Because all the jobs ain't like that.
No.
Yeah.
They're not. And I would say like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yes.
And the people under the stairs. Like I said, they're all different.
Like a murderer's row. You're
She's making a hard comeback, baby.
Hey, you know what? I may. But they all mean something to me at different times. But it's like when you get in a great ensemble scenario, like I said, that's natural. We see each other like, no time has passed.
Yeah.
So, I'm just grateful that I had that opportunity to work with these wonderful people.
Yes.
That's awesome.
They're all wonderful and generous.
Yes.
What's the question again?
You need to stop sleeping, sir. No, but what other project did you really love doing besides this? That you're just like, yeah, I love. It could be TV, film, it could be music, any other project, theater.
So I've been really, really lucky, but I would have to say Summer School. But other project, it's really tough because Summer School was able for me to, make a step in the business. But I wanted to be an ice hockey player most of my life until I couldn't make it.
Anyway, you have all your teeth, so you can't make it.
Well, they're bad drywall right now. But no, I got it by being on that show, which was the Porkies of the time for a lot of the NHL players. Like our Porkies, our movie was Porkies. This was theirs. They were like in their 30s at the time. Anyways, if I'm saying it right, my heroes like Chris Pronger, guys like this, I got to play with, and I got to know these guys on a personal level that I otherwise wouldn't get that chance because this was their movie. That's just what I'm saying. Because outside from a creative standpoint, it's just from purely selfish gratification that I'm getting to meet a lot of the guys I totally respect on the ice from this movie.
Nice.
But as far as movies, shows. There's so many I did. No, I'm kidding. I don't.
But your motorcycle thing is fulfilling to you.
This thing now?
Yeah.
So the job. That's a great point. Yeah. What I do now, I love. I absolutely love showing people from all over the world our country and doing it on a motorcycle and having these peak moments. You get people, for example, I've had couples whose parents had passed and wanted to ride Route 66. And they couldn't make it, so they spread their ashes, their parents' ashes, all along Route 66. And we had two groups that rallied behind this. That kind of bond and unity from total strangers is unbelievable. And to do it on a motorcycle, it's the coolest thing. So
I'll get my cruiser soon, so don't worry about it.
Get your cruiser.
Fabiana, what's your favorite other part?
Like Kelly was saying, every role you get means something, and it's hard to separate what you feel and what the character really is. My beginning was in theater, so I will forever be grateful for George Streller and my character Miranda in The Tempest, and that allowed me to, coming from a background of a beauty contest, it put me on the map like an actor, like a serious actor, and I came to the United States for the first time touring. So that will be forever my calling card, see if the
Badge of honor.
Yes, my
Yes,
badge of
I-
honor. Thank you.
there.
And in this country, of course, was summer school that, as I was saying, when we did our thing
Cameras.
together, yes. It allowed me to stay in the country because I was in love. I had done a soap opera. I came to Los Angeles and getting the studio picture right away after 2 months was okay. I can do it. I can do this, and I
Yeah.
got my.
That's courageous
my-
too to make that move.
Exactly.
Yeah, and not as courageous as some other actors that have I came with a soap opera. So in a
Right.
way, I was already with the, I had
job.
done it with the job.
The work needs
But
to-
still, the switch from soaps to nighttime or film at that time was even harder. And so this was okay. So that gave me the start in this country. And then after that, of course, Austin Powers, a different decade, put me back on the map. And it was interesting because I didn't expect it to become the cult that it became. It was like, okay, you're going up for this part, is a lot of vagina. And I go, to my age, what are you talking about?
I totally forgot about that. That's the name.
You don't know,
That's
yeah.
right.
So that's, are you serious? This is what Mike Myers? This is legit? Okay, and then I read the script and it was kind of hard to get it. It's like you don't really get it until you see him
Right.
do it and you see the character and the costumes and all the details. So that, even though my acting per se was very much just reacting and being able to keep up with him, it will be forever something that is up until now the thing that I'm most remembered for. But it's about to change because the character that as we said before, that I absolutely grateful and can't believe that I am. This character is the
deserve it.
last character that I
You deserve
just
it.
played.
Yeah.
Yes. So this in Fubar.
A lot of vagina and food
No,
bar. You
no,
got
no.
great names. You got great names.
So
Fabian is going to be excellent.
Yes, and it's just such a wonderful opportunity that I hope I live up to it. And Tally is my name, and so that's right now. It's because it's the last one. It's the last one is always the better one, the best one, or the first one is always the best one. I don't know, but one of the two. But also no, there.
Would you say the only one?
It's the title of my sex tape.
The first one or the last one, whichever one's the best. All right, so with that, we're about to close off, but I just have one last question. If the idea of a remake were to come up, and not summer school, but it would be like night summer school, and it would be featured about your kids going to summer school.
Lord.
What? Dina's like, I don't know about that one, bro. But like, would that be something that you'll be interested in? Because I think that comedy and like, because it's so sweet and innocent, it would be due for a cool like updated remake, but with you guys with your children this time. That would be cool because there's some 80s comedies like just like Porky's that were.
I'm sorry.
Say what? Oh, some people like Porky's like you cannot do that here again. But
Thank God.
yeah, but like, would that be something that could possibly be an interest, or you would think that
Well,
would be cool?
for me, I'm going to pull like a real deep cut here. There was a movie called Fish Called Wanda.
Yes.
And then they did, they called it an equal,
Right.
called Fierce Creatures, which wasn't as great as A Fish Called Wanda, but it was the same cast, the same group and everything. And I'm glad they did it that way, even though the second movie wasn't as, the same. But I would absolutely be up for something like that. I'd love to work with these people again. But Summer School with Carl Reiner, and Jeff Franklin, and everything that kind of made that movie happen. I don't know if you can put those things together. You can get Rob Reiner, you can get Jeff Franklin to write it again, you can get us, you can get pieces, but I don't know if it would feel the same. But I'd love to work with everyone again to do something different.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen in Hollywood, did you hear that? I have 5 completely talented people waiting to work together again. Get it done. Get it done. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to say thank you very much to the cast of Summer School for being here with us. So we're gonna go around one more time. You guys are gonna tell us what your social media handles are and any upcoming projects or appearances that you have coming up. So let's start off the reverse this time with Dean.
On
the spot.
My Instagram is the Dean Cameron or the Dean Cameron, and Facebook is Dean Cameron. Although Instagram is the Dean Cameron. That's it. Oh, and upcoming.
There's a lot of music
coming out.
Like the Dean. A couple of movies coming out. Yeah, not big. Well, I'm not really on social media, but I do have those. They can Kelly Go Mentor on Instagram. What do I have going on? I have some, my kids are actors as well. So I have something that I may be doing with my kids once the script is really together. Yeah, it has to be the right project. I mean, I get asked to do things, but at the time when I was really, really working, I had kids and I would be gone on vacation, and I kind of fell back from that. Now that my kids are grown, the right opportunity comes around, I'm ready.
I like that.
Very cool. All my stuff is P_Laberto at Twitter and all the other places, Instagram, Facebook. I run an acting school online called workingactorsschool.com. We do it all over Zoom. You don't have to be in Hollywood to train in Hollywood type of thing. If you're interested in becoming an actor, I've been doing this since I'm a little kid, or not doing it, compared on who you ask. But basically, I've been in the business, and we talk about working and what it's like to work in the business as opposed to just the acting part of it. And then upcoming this Monday, I'm on NCIS, which is a little show that Mark Harmon was involved in. And then I just did a movie with Judd Nelson called Dante's Hotel.
Nice.
All right.
So there you go.
Dante's Hotel.
Is it released yet?
No, it's going to be. It's a Tubi original, and that's TUBI. And I think we literally shot it last week. It may even be on this New Year's.
Wow. It's quick.
Like Stanley Kubrick, man. Every I is dotted, every T is crossed. And they may have the whole script shot by the time we air it. So,
Shazam.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the question again? So, everything is my name, Ken Olant. OLANT. It's Instagram. It's Facebook. What do I have coming up? Just check us out. Check me out if you're into motorcycles, and you'll see some good stuff posted on that. As of late, what I'm really getting into is now going back into art. So I've been studying a lot of animation and drawing because my daughter Taylor is writing a children's book story and I'm illustrating it. So I've been given the green light and the freedom from my supportive family to go back into into art. And by freedom I mean, it takes you away to get into art completely. And I'm loving it. So really, really loving the idea of painting and illustrating, and particularly this getting to know these guys again. I've given my big gratitude to Patrick for bringing me back into the autograph world, and the picture is showing me how to do it. Anyways, so I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's the plan. Look me up on Instagram, Twitter, just my name.
And it is my name too, Fabiano Daniel on Instagram, Fabiano Daniel on Facebook. I have a few things coming up. A wonderful Christmas movie that I shot called Cloudy with a Chance of Christmas for Lifetime. A nice independent movie that I shot in New York City during the pandemic called Love and Love Not. Check it out. The promo will be dropping soon. I have some ads on my Instagram page. And of course, Fubar, which is just amazing.
Yay! Fubar!
It's a spy series for Netflix. It's 8 episodes that will be dropped all together in the next year.
Who plays your husband?
Arnold Schwarzenegger plays my ex-husband. And
The bodybuilder?
Ex-husband.
Everything, right? The one and only. So, and it is inspired by the movie True Lies, which is an all-time favorite, and it is a my ex-husband and my daughter both CIA operatives without my knowing. So it's action, adventure, comedy, and it will be on Netflix. So that's my story. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, you know to go to streamly.com/summer school to get your prints. And you could go to streamly.live on all social media and see what brand new talent we have coming up and new signings. And with that, I had to do it. I just had to do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.
Hey, guys.
Have a great day.
Ciao.
Take care, guys.